In the context of international integration, the competition among enterprises has become increasingly fierce. To promote the brand, businesses need professional design and advertising companies. Accordingly, the demand for human resources in the field of design is increasing, and graphic design becomes attractive to many young people. The application of graphic design becomes increasingly widespread. From business cards, gift bags, newspapers, magazines, banners, brochures to websites, logos, or the entire brand identity system of enterprises and organizations are results from the magic hands and the skillfulness of graphic designers. All the things in life with familiar names, but their images are constantly changed by the graphic designers, who are bringing new impressions and meaning to this life. At present, many foreign graphic design training schools have been established in Vietnam and continuously increase the amount of recruitment for this field in order to provide new learning opportunities for those who like designing and want to work in a dynamic environment.
Greetings from Trang Vietnam on VTC10 NetViet. Graphic design is seen as an attractive occupation to a number of young people in Vietnam, and especially international qualification is an advantage for those students majoring in this sector. So in today's program, we have a conversation with Mr. Lacombe, the Director of Studies at London College for Fashion and Design on this topic. So thank you for joining us. The first question we'd like to ask you is why graphic design is attractive to the young people, and especially the Vietnamese young people here.
I think graphics is one of those courses, or one of those subjects rather, which is been around for a long time and will remain around for a long time. It's an evolving subject, naturally, with changes in technology and demands, etc. But it's one of those subjects which one of the core subjects within the design specialisms. Of course, it's an enormous subject with very wide boundaries to it, covering lots of aspects relating to two-dimensional and, if you like, three-dimensional elements in graphics.
It is said that the demand for human resource majoring in graphic design will increase in the coming years in Vietnam. What do you think about this?
Yes, I think it's one of those subjects which is consistent in the sense of the demand is consistent. And nowadays with commercial demands, improving advertising, increased attention to quality of promotional or advertising or branding materials, it's becoming more and more specialised. And looking for brand new ways or innovative ways to produce work that becomes engaging, appealing and purposeful. I think graphics or two-dimensional graphic design spreads into an enormous number of fields, into all forms of design, promotional activities, whether it's design, architecture or fine art. There's an element of graphic input that's involved in that. It is, as I said before, it's an enormous field with an enormous amount of potential and an enormous amount of specialist areas within it. So although we call it graphic design, there's an almost infinite number of specialist areas within that.
As an international school in Vietnam, what is the difference between your teaching curriculum for the students majoring in graphic design compared with the traditional teaching curriculum in Vietnam?
Well, of course, curriculum is important, but I think we take an approach which is sort of above the curriculum in terms of philosophy. Our philosophy for education and teaching creativity, in the sense that we recognise that the specialist boundaries need to be extended and not be specific necessarily to core subjects. So working to the boundaries, boundaries of a subject, often leads to real innovation. So links with other subjects is where new ideas or new opportunities are discovered. I think one other thing that we are very good at here and what we do promote is free creative expression. So we encourage, if you like, risk-taking in the process. And one of our underpinning philosophies is that we recognise that design is also about process and not just the outcome. So whilst the student is studying, that opportunity to take risks, to discover new opportunities is there. We don't just measure the outcome.
Studying graphic design under the guidance of lecturers and experts from UK at LCDF, Vietnamese students are well equipped with background knowledge on art and design methodology, the use of technology in graphic design, trends and the development of graphic applications in the world, as well as the ability to combine design with communication, art and commerce to meet the requirements of the creative and modern entertainment industry. Not only training designing skills, developing soft skills such as presentation skills, observation, teamwork, understanding customer psychology, students also develop their creativity with different topics throughout the learning process. Creativity is what many Vietnamese students today are in need of.
Thiết kế thì 1 đến 2 năm đã trở thành lỗi thời, tức là mình luôn luôn phải update bản thân và luôn luôn phải tìm tòi, phải đổi mới bằng cách là đọc rất nhiều và mình absorb những cái ở ngoài cuộc sống của mình vào cái thiết kế. Còn nếu mà mình chỉ dừng lại ở mức độ là chỉ đẹp thôi thì có thể là mình sẽ không thể tiến xa được, mà mình phải luôn luôn đổi mới.
Thì tôi thấy là cách mình lên ý tưởng từ những bước cơ bản nhất và cách mình tiếp nhận những cái yêu cầu của giáo viên đưa ra cho môn học đấy, và cũng như làm thế nào để vẫn thực hiện được những yêu cầu đấy và bằng một cách sáng tạo nhất.
This is the result of 2 years studying graphic design of LCDF students. These graphic works are on display at the school campus and attract many young people, experts in this field to visit and learn about them. These young designers tell their own stories in pictures, leaflets, moving graphics, sounds, smells, fonts, and bring to the public the multi-sensory experience. With the feeling of where she was born and raised, Eat by designer Phương Thảo brought a series of special dishes of Hanoi in her works. Though the idea is not new, the way this girl chooses to express is very different from what people have ever seen.
Cái dự án này của mình thì mình nghĩ là mình làm trong từ khoảng 1 tháng đến 1 tháng rưỡi đến 2 tháng. Thì cái mất thời gian nhất chính là cái công đoạn mà lên ý tưởng. Tức là nghĩ xem là mình sẽ làm được cái gì, và điều đấy dựa theo những cái gì mà mình thực sự yêu thích và cái gì mà mình thực sự chung là dành tình cảm cho nó. Thì mình nghĩ là mình dành tình cảm cho Hà Nội, mình dành tình cảm cho đồ ăn của Hà Nội, và mình thấy rằng nó cũng là một cái ý tưởng rất là hay để làm một cái dự án tốt nghiệp. Và có một điều mà mình lúc mà mình chợt nghĩ ra là mình nghĩ đến cái sợi phở ấy. Phở là một cái kiểu khi mà nói đến đồ ăn Hà Nội thì người ta nghĩ ngay đến phở ấy. Thì phở nó là một cái sợi rất là dài, và mình cũng muốn kiểu như là mình cũng làm cái đồ ăn của mình thành theo đúng một cái sợi không đứt.
In addition to these works, the visitors also admired many interesting and creative works of the graphic design students at LCDF. Although they are quite young and face a lot of pressure from this event, these designers have shown their full potential and promise to conquer even the most difficult audiences.
Creativity is very important for the students majoring in graphic design. I'm wondering, how do you teach the students about this?
Well, I think one of the core things we do is that we position all our educational focus on creating designers that will influence in the future, influence as a creative subject. And so therefore we recognise that our students are probably in 4 or 5 years' time, once they're grounded in their industry experiences, that is when they're going to be able to influence. So instead of our teaching focus on what is required being for the now, we look to the future. So we try and consider 3-4 years as best as is possible ahead. So we look to what changes are going on in technology, what's going on in printing or manufacturing process, what's going on in materials development, what's going on in social needs, what's changing. And we look to where the opportunities for applying innovative graphics is going to be in the future rather than just the now. In terms of what young people looking to study, well, the best way is to come and actually see our working environment. We have a very creative working environment. We have a large number of very skilled specialist teachers that have come from a lot outside Vietnam, some from within. And I think our graphic shows that we put on, or our fashion shows or interior designer shows, demonstrate the technical competencies, the creative confidences, and, if you like, the critical capabilities of our students, which are quite special and quite unique.
This is the first generation of students maturing in graphic design, graduate from London College for Fashion and Design. So what can you say about their graphic products in the graduation ceremony?
I think the graphic graduates this year demonstrate a broad range of graphics. Each of the exhibitors are demonstrating different exhibits. Innovation is a key part, as I said, technical skills, different forms of application, and I think the work demonstrates confidence, which is what we're after. We want all of our graduates to see themselves as confident in their subject. I think confidence is the thing that breeds quality work or innovative work. The show demonstrates that best. The individuality, it's all unique in their approach, whether that's colour, technical applications, form, scale. We have some which are 3D representations, and so on. So it's a very varied approach, which is, as you would expect from a creative institution.
After graduating, what is the possibility for the students to upgrade their level?
Absolutely. We run a two-year program, which is level 4 and level 5, and we have associations with institutions in the UK for entry into the degree level, so that they can be topped up, if you like, or progressed to degree level. But that would going to the UK, to the universities that we have association with. We have a lot of association with universities in the UK. Representatives come here, and of course we visit there as well. So it's a very strong and growing bond that we have with various institutions, and our alumni show that. We have students that have gone to get their degrees at a number of universities in the UK.
What can you say about the creativity of the young people here in Vietnam?
Well, my experience is of those that come to join us, and I think one of the things which really stands out is the willingness that every student comes here to explore opportunities, which is very impressive. But the other thing which I'm noticing is that the students are very willing to roll their sleeves up and actually get involved with making and doing things. So, I mean, that's another impressive part of their learning.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Lakung, for joining us and for your sharings today.
Thank you very much.
And that's all we have for this episode of Shine Vietnam today. For comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at shinevietnam@netvietTV.net. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.